extra time.
If the IPL happens without foreign players due to the pandemic, how is KKR planning for the tournament, and what should be a perfect time to hold this tournament this year? This is to Mr. Mysore.
Okay, so this question has come up at times, and let me just answer this in a different way. I think it is without doubt that the IPL as a product has become the biggest spectacle, the biggest product which has caught the imagination not only of India as a country, but the world at large. And every cricket loving fan around the world, when you talk to them, they talk about IPL. Why? Because the product itself is a high quality marquee type of product. And why does that happen? It is because of the combination of things that make this phenomenon, has made this phenomenon called IPL. Yes, it's Indian Premier League. Yes, it is primarily our Indian players who are the backbone of any team. But I think we should recognize that when you look at even our own team, and when you look at a Sunil Narayan, when you look at an Andre Russell, and now Pat Cummins, Owen Morgan, when these four come as a combination to our excellent lineup that we have on the Indian side, that's what makes this product very, very special. We can go through team by team and add, and discuss along the same lines. So one thing that I feel strongly about, and we feel strongly about, is that we should not tinker with the quality of the product that we have. And the quality of the product is what has made it really, really special. So from a KKR perspective, I can tell you, and I think majority of the franchises, I know there are one or two who have answered it slightly differently, but when I talk to them offline, they say that they were misquoted. But I think it is safe to say that the collective view is that we have to have the tournament in its full format, the same number of games, with all the players being part of it. And I would hope that whichever window we end up staging the IPL, that we'll be in a position to achieve that.
This is for Mr. Mysore. How challenging is it to ensure social distancing norms while carrying out relief work? What measures would be taken in this regard?
So that's a very important question because our natural instinct is to jump in and do whatever we can hand in hand. But we also have to keep in mind the protocol. And so the NGOs that we are working with have given us very detailed standard operating procedures in how they will carry out some of these things. Our entire team has reviewed all of these things to ensure that the compliance is maintained. So while our desire is to help, we also realize that we'll have to do it in a very specific way. So it is a little bit more challenging than normal, but I think we have all now come to realize the importance of doing it. And so it's being followed very rigorously.
My question is for DK and Venky Mysore. What is your initiative for the people who have been distressed in the super cyclone Amphan?
Well, as we already explained, and there is a detailed press release as well, but just to summarize what I already said at the beginning of the show, that we have made a contribution, a financial contribution to the Chief Minister's Relief Fund. We have committed to replanting the number of trees that are lost. 5,000 trees is a big number, beautiful trees in the city of Kolkata. So somewhere or the other, the government will give us land, and will through partnerships with some NGOs, we're going to do that. And thirdly, the van today that has been flagged off, which is going to places where there are people who have the biggest and the strongest need. We are trying to reach them through the van and ensure that some of the essentials are distributed. So these are some of the initiatives apart from what had been done in the past in COVID on COVID relief. Nothing is enough. Let's face it. I mean, the pain and suffering is significant, but every drop, as they say, makes the ocean, and this is our small contribution. And I know there are many others who have contributed, and hopefully will continue to do more.
Hit the subscribe option and the bell icon to get all the exclusive sports videos on Extra Time.